best offensive game in the playoffs for him as a Knick. Brunson at the 40-point game-winning performance in Game 6 inside Towns, defended by Porzingis. And here comes Brown for the Boston Celtics. Level 3 right with the rebound by Holt. It's on the move. Bridges with the ball. Deflected away. Holiday. And OG has the ball. Holiday being back after missing 3 games with a hamstring issue. With all the padding he's wearing as well. Harper switch inside. Beautiful move inside by Josh Hart. He is so good around the basket. Around the other way. Another 3 from the right. Porzingis backs it up. Brown's got the ball. Celtics control. One on the fly. For the whistle. Great whistle. Half back. How about the aggressiveness of Derek White coming out here already with 3 field goal attempts? How about this move by Josh Hart? Little up and under. Fakes Porzingis. Nice little reverse there by Hart. Jalen Brunson picked up the personal foul. It is the first on him. Brunson, the second leading scorer in these playoffs. And back of Antetokounmpo, White at the line. Here is Joe Mazzulla in his 3rd year. Took over for Ime Udoka as an assistant coach, a longtime assistant with the Celtics, elevated. And he has taken this team to great heights, including a championship a couple years ago. Such a young coach. All season, the defending champs. For such a young coach, a no-nonsense coach. It's all about business, transfer preparation. One of the best at such a young age. Runs in the other way. 42 minutes with the 40 points in Game 6. On top for Hart. It's a 3. Towns tries to corral. Brown got it. And the Celtics 20 and 13 at home the other way. An offensive rating number 2. And it whistles over the head of Porzingis, and that's saying something because he's 7-3 with the big reach. Thrown away in a turnover by Boston.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Owls taking on the Tigers. So, almost ready to get underway. And towing the slab in this one, Jeffrey Springs.
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
All right, ready to get underway. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Swing and a miss as he was late. High fly ball out towards left field. Henderson going back, and it's out of here into the home bullpen for a homer. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. It's 1-0.
Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Travis Bazzana now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Fastball in for a strike. 0-2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Derek Jeter now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. That one ripped left field. Way back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. A solo shot. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 2-0.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
0-1 now. And a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. Duran on the move. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And first offering is fouled off. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Check swing, didn't go. Ball 1. Goes down looking.
Where's the foul there?
Back at Comerica Park. Leading.
The second on Hart of the Knicks, and both teams happy with the basketball here in this first quarter. Good anticipation there by Tatum. This is a huge one here for the Knicks and Coach Thibodeau with those 2 fouls on Hart. Remember, this Knicks team does not like to go deep in their bench. Cameron Payne, Deuce McBride, Mitchell Robinson, those are the primarily 3 players, and they don't play a lot off the bench. Celtics already in the bonus. Here's a 3 from Tatum. Wow. And Brunson's got it. Brunson averaging 31 points in these playoffs. Here is Hart. And it looked like some miscommunication. He and Tom's having a discussion. Yeah, but if I'm calling Anthony Towns, I was going to assume that Hart was going to shoot that as well. Porzingis was 5 feet off of him, and it was only on the top of the key.
Off Ricky Henderson. On the ground to the left. Throw on to Rizzo. 1 up, 1 down. Javi Baez digs in right side.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. If they did a poll of top tattoos in Major League Baseball, Javi Baez, I think, would have to be in the top 5. Right on the back of his neck is the Major League Baseball logo. So it's effectively right under the MLB logo that's on his cap. Foul ball there. Bellinger hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he's usually in starting in right.
You gotta review that, dude.
Today, making the move from being the captain of the outfield to moving to right field, so can let his center fielder take those balls in the gap and kind of like a little day off.
That's an offensive foul, bro. What is that garbage?
And that is out number 3. New inning getting started. Stepping in, Curtis Granderson. Springs back to work. Swing and a foul out of play. The next offering misses, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And there's one away. And next is the designated hitter, David Wright. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-1's the count.
On the ground, right side. All these in plenty of time to first. And a couple of quick outs. Now the catcher up to hit, Jason Varitek.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Ground ball up the middle. What a stop. Fires to first. Pretty nice play there. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Here's the third baseman, Jose Bautista. Swinging a foul straight back. Out to short. Throw on to Rizzo. That's one out, the bottom of the second. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Granderson settles under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And that one finds its way through. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
Now it's going to be Jason Varitek. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Hung up in a rundown now. And they put the tag on him for the out. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate.
You know, Boog, from time to time, players mix up their routine if things aren't going their way, and Rizzo is no exception. When he was in a slump in 2023, he changed his walk-up music to Taylor Swift. No bad blood there because it worked. He went 4 for 4 and hit his first home run in over a month. He even gave credit to Swift after the game.
That one inside, and it's 2-1.
Inside, ball 3.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
3-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So digging in, Manny Ramirez. That one is upstairs.
Ball 1, no strike.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. And Ricky Henderson to grab.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Bazzana stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Swing and a miss. 2 out, space is empty. And that one popped in the air, left field. Henderson makes the catch, inning over. Back here in Detroit, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jason Varitek. Fought off foul.
Well, these players, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way. It's 2-1. So now the DH spot, Manny Ramirez. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Inside, almost got him. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third. That misses, and the count's even at 2. swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. First offering misses badly for ball one. One out, bases empty. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. That's worth the price of admission. Second home run of the inning for him. And we're all square. It's 2-2. Righty reliever out of the pen, Ryan Walker. And here is Ricky Henderson. And that one upstairs, ball one. Out to short, Jeter. Throws to first in time.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss at a slider.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back at Comerica Park as we go to the top of the fourth. And the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Outside low, ball one.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. And here is Sosa to the plate. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Next offering upstairs.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball three. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Terry Pendleton. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Pitch misses there. And 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chases in the dirt. Slider there. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Belly to take his cuts. And he deals. And a foul ball. Bellinger's an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's way high. Full count now. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Bautista. There's the swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Reaching down, makes the catch. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fly to center his first time. cut on and lifted in the air. Sosa sizes this one up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Now batting Jarren Duran. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Duran in his 3rd season, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. Bellinger goes. Pitch misses. In the air, left field. He's got it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. Gilbert back to work. That one missed.
Well, these guys, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Next one misses. 3 balls, no strikes. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
I don't think you really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
And now the DH, David Wright, rolled out to second in his first at bat. That one at the knees for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play. Next to hit, Jason Varitek.
Huge sigh of relief right there. Big time pitching to induce the double play. Erase what could have been the go-ahead run.
Late swing, foul to the left. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one.
0-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Just missed.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
That's not a foul.
And it gets by him. Go ahead, run on base. And here is Anthony Rizzo. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Varitek off of first with 2 away. In the dirt. That's off the inside corner. 2-1. On the ground right side. Tosses to first, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. At the plate, Jason Varitek. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Oh, you know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Center field, Granderson hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Next is the designated hitter, Manny Ramirez. Ripped to third. Throws to first in time. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
What are we doing?
He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. That misses the zone. Yeah, the count 1-2. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Back here in Detroit, here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Struck him out swinging. Varitek collects, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. That one to first. Boots it. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. So up next, Derek Jeter. He's already homered in this game. Jeter tracking that one as it misses the zone for a ball. And that misses. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, no strike.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. You clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Makes the catch for the out. And now the right fielder,
Fucking
Sammy
dude, Mitchell
Sosa.
Robinson is
0 for
trash.
2 in this one. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That's strike 1. And that one fouled off. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next pitch misses. 1-2 the count. And the slider just misses.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Slider misses outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Pendleton in the box now. Takes strike 1. Up the middle, Baez. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Now the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that one handled. Fires to first on the run. And they get the out. Here's Baez. Look out.
Perfect.
And it hit him. One down. There comes Cody Bellinger. And that one upstairs. Ball 1. Baez over at first with one away. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay.
And Belly goes down on strikes. Now the third baseman, Jose Bautista. That one down the line, and foul ball. 2 outs. Baez runs. Swing and a miss. Throw safe. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. This one in the air, center field. Granderson under it. Makes the grab, and the inning is over. Back at Comerica Park, top of inning number 7. Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. And that skips in the dirt.
For just $6.99. Great bread, great meat, great sauce, great deal. Get on it, people. Order.
Now, Duke. Rocket.
Gossage deals. Off the plate inside. Now 3-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. David Wright now at the plate.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that.
That was pretty nasty. Now the catcher up to hit. Jason Varitek. In there, and it's 0-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Oh, great stop. And that's a base hit despite a great defensive effort. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Here comes Anthony Rizzo.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Left-hand hitter waits. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Fires to the plate. Not in time. He beat it, and they've got the lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He's
swung on, belted. Henderson running hard to get it. Brings it in. Running tags at second. Save.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Varitek at third. Rizzo on at first with 2 down. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. To the plate, and he's out. They limit the damage here. Set for the last half of the 7th. And the batter now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. That's ripped into the outfield. Reaching for it, makes the catch. And now the center fielder, Jaron Duran.
Man, that's so
fucking big shot,
frustrating.
big boy.
You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
0-1's the count.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Looking to get the tying run on base. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jason Varitek. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
The 0-1. In the air out to center. And it falls. Throw comes into third. Safe. And with 2 outs, the tying run is at third.
Back-to-back singles, so impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead,
so they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Matt Strom. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Base hit. 1 run is in. Cut off. Go to second. Now they get the runner in a rundown. And they put the tag on him. And welcome back to the ball.
2 or 3 minutes of this second quarter, if he plays at all the rest of the way. So the
Part. We go to the 8th, and now Travis Bazzana. That one almost got him.
oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
Good hitters count the 2-0. He was late there. Strike 1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And there's 1 down. Derek Jeter will hit next. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1. Ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
1 down, base is empty. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
2 strikes.
Lined, and that's a base hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Up and in, and it's 2-0. And another ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that
The
slider's
foul
gonna end up
call,
away from
baby!
the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
So digging in, Terry Pendleton. 0 for 3 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That misses. And now it's even 1-1. That one at triple digits.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 away. Now at the plate, Curtis Granderson. That hits the dirt, and that's ball 1.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And ring him up. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. And that's in the dirt. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
I got a ball, one
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. So again, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Ricky runs.
0-1's the count.
Late swing fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runner on the go again. Out to short. Jeter. Baez going in the play. Here's Cody Bellinger.
Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
Not
One
close
ball,
with that
two
one.
strikes.
And the count is 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. One out and a runner at second. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Now he breaks his bat. Now the throw to first on the run. He beats it out and the tapper turns into an infield single. Here's the third baseman, Jose Bautista. Fouled off down the right side.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
In the dirt. Now throw to first, but back easily. Josh Hader gets the call from the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Grounder might be 2. Pendleton tossed to second, and that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs, inning over. Back here in Detroit, we go to the 9th. Now it's the DH, David. Right. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one drifts inside.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1.
1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Varitek swings through it for strike 1.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a ground ball. Baez fires over to first. Now only 1 out remaining. Here comes Anthony Rizzo. On the ground, and that's just foul. One strike away. On the ground, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
And the final score here, 4-3. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Oh.
For the Boston Celtics, Dennis Johnson, who I think people forget, is very underrated. What a great defensive two-way player Dennis Johnson was for the Celtics. They're approaching 7 to play in the first half. Brown checked the defense, and Brunson came back. Brown again, shot clock at 8. And the series will fade, so James Brown will get the 2 to go. They'll win the twos. It's been the threes that have not been falling. 5 of 16 from distance for the Celtics. Hart screen, Bridges drives. It was deflected by Holiday. His defense on display. That will be a theme throughout this series. Deflection by the Celtics. Them in OKC, 1 and 2 in terms of deflection. Brown and Hart. Back-to-back buckets by Brown. Brown averaged 23 against Orlando. Averaged 22 in the regular season. Both in we know, and that was kicked by Horford. So the Celtic defense leading to the points. How happy is Coach Mazzulla back to have his defensive guru, Drew Holiday, back. And then Jaylen Brown starting to cook a little bit here, up to 8 points for the Seas. 34-year-old Drew Holiday, two-time NBA champion. Bridges with the fadeaway. It's cracked out right. 6 to play in the first half. Brown 3. It's a rebound by Horford. Holiday. Horford, the collision. And the neck foul. McBride. There's the offensive rebound by Al Horford. But the Knicks, the game plan is to take away the three. So they run to power Celtics behind the three-point line, and they forget Al Horford, who's Little cheap back in. Vegas lead right now. Earn badges to win prizes with the NBA ID Players Challenge. Members in the U.S. and Canada who complete the challenge get the chance at a trip to the NBA draft. Play now in the NBA app or on NBA.com/ID. Horford at the start was on 2 of 3 against Orlando in that entire series. And he stands up there right now. It's the second. And it's a part of a 15-5 Boston Celtic run. And look at this in the other way. Coming through. No, they're going to say before. Now they're going to have a conversation. He's going to call a foul on Pritchard. Looked like they were trying to intentionally foul Mitchell Robinson. Again, he's on the floor here, and it's Hacker Robinson. Yeah, Pritchard is trying to grab Robinson. And White is pointing to him. Yeah.
Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Bomb Squad taking on the Owls.
Pussy shit.
Okay, all set to go. And now here is Javier Sinoja. Strike on the inside corner, and we are underway. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at-bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Well done behind the dish. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
Sosa, long run on his horse. He makes the grab. The relay throw. Back to first, and they got him. Double play. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Webb goes 6'1", 220 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. On the ground to third, and that chance handled. One up, one down. And now Travis Bazzana. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
That's in there, and that is strike two. Bazzana checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Sammy Sosa getting ready to hit. Fastball for a strike. 2 outs, bases empty.
Jesus Christ, Gary.
Oh, look at the stop. The throw. They get the out, and that'll do it. Back in New York, second inning set to go. Now here is Jose Bautista. Smith back to work. That one fouled off.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Mr. Back-to-Back.
Go Brunson!
That's outside.
And delivers outside. That one finds the zone, and the count is even 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Here's the center fielder, Curtis.
They better log in. JT not playing games tonight.
First pitch, not close. Smith. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Swing and a miss, and a count 2-1.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it. He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Mookie Betts stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
2-0.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I got 3-2.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Ramirez. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Samuel Basallo, the next to hit. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. Just missed. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles, so to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
2 outs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back now in the Bronx. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Ground ball right side. Albies tosses to first and quickly one away in the second. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Terry Pendleton. That one almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter but to the rest of the lineup as well.
And a swing and a miss there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the ground right side. Albies over to first in time. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And now the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That clips the zone. 0-2 now.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Smith slings it across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back in the Bronx, on to the third inning, and now the first baseman, Jake Berger. That one ran inside, almost got him.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The 1-2. That's down and in. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now the third baseman. And that drops in for a strike. That one outside, and the count is 1-1. And the slider just misses. Top of the third, no score. Clips the corner, and now 2-2. Missed inside with the curve. That one ripped. That's back. And that one is out of here. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 1-0. Here's the left fielder, Javier Sinoja. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. First pitch just misses. 1 out, bases empty. And that one inside, and it hit him. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ozzie Smith. He's 0 for 1. Pitches in for a strike, 0-1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And now the lefty. Caught him looking for the K. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Fastball is outside. And that one is lifted in the air, and that's a fair ball. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Curtis Granderson now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And ball 1. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Throw on to Rizzo. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now the DH, David Wright. Up the middle. Albies over to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Here's the catcher to hit, Jason Varitek. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
Missed with a changeup. 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Just missed.
Inside.
Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Set down on strikes. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Here's Anthony Rizzo now. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
In the air, left side. And that is that. Back for more from the Bronx. Start of the 4th. Mookie Betts will make his. Way to the plate. Betts in his 11th season, 32 years old, and he was a 5th round pick back in 2011. And there's one away. And here's the catcher, Samuel Vassallo. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
On the inside corner for a strike.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Caught looking his first time up. That's towards center. Granderson. And that is that. Back in the Bronx, ready to go, bottom 4. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So up next, Travis Bazzana struck out swinging his first time. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Now fly ball to right center. Granderson makes his way towards it. Hauls it in for the out. Sammy Sosa digs in now. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And strike two.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Smith makes the grab, and that's the inning. Ready now for the fifth inning. Now here is number 63. Smith back to work. And that is out of play. Just off the inside edge. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed
One
there.
ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. Javier Sanoja will hit next. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat. Automatically, that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases.
So here comes the big lefty, Aroldis Chapman, to the mound.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Into center. Touches down. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now Ozzie Smith. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Sosa sizing this one up. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Albies, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. And that one fouled off.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Up the middle, Bazana. They get the force, and that is the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's going to be Derek Jeter. That to right. Bounces over the wall in foul ground, and it's an automatic double. Here's the third baseman, Terry Pendleton. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a ball popped up. On the move towards the line. Makes the grab, 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. 0 for 1 so far. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. And another ball.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Two and 1 now. Fought off foul. Tying run in scoring position. Last half of inning number 5. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. The 0-2. Bunts it in the air. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. Jason Varitek getting ready to hit. Struck out looking his first time. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Granderson trying to get to it. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Digging in, Jose Bautista. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one. And now the center fielder, Curtis Granderson, 1 for 2. And that's in for a strike. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swings and misses, and that's the 1st out. Here's Mookie now, 0 for 2 in this one. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. Man at first, 1 away. Fouled off. He was late. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Griffin Jacks.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. And here is Samuel Basallo, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Ball.
In the dirt, but kept close.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bautista off of first with 2 away. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Pendleton sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th inning. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate.
Anthony Rizzo.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
On the ground to the left. And he's safe at first. Manny Ramirez now at the plate. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Granderson makes the grab, 1 down. Now it's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. And takes low for ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. Late with the swing there.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Drops into the glove, and there are two down. So digging in, Sammy Sosa.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Swings through that.
Oh, he's got to be pretty. Proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. New inning getting started, and here's the first baseman, Jake Berger.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA. Yes, that's it. Hey! Ooh, that's my finger, fool. That's not my finger's on there. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Just hang it.
Ball one there. Jax, a righty that throws with power. 30 years old now, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first in time, and they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh. Now the third baseman. He's already homered here in this one. And the first offering is not close. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. Hit in the air, right field. Sosa under it. Puts it away for the out. And that quickly 2 away. So up next, Javier Sanoja. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter. That one's in there. 0-1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Next offering popped in the air, right field. He's got it. 1 away. And the batter now, Terry Pendleton. That one lifted to left. Sanoja on the move. That's out number 2. Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. That one misses. 1-0. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Bautista under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We're at the top of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Ozzie Smith. Jacks back to work. Fastball for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. That's in there. It's 0-1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
That's a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and it did it perfectly.
Bautista batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That one not close, and it's 1-1. There's a strike at the knees.
Well, that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. Next to hit, Curtis Granderson. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Ripped to short. Throw on to Rizzo, and that'll do it. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the DH, David Wright. And that one fouled off. And fouled off. And the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. Hit hard but foul off to the left. And that one is lifted in the air. Sanoha settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And here is Anthony Rizzo. And that skips in the dirt. Off the mark there. And now 2-0. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a chopper out to short. That's a base hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Good piece of hitting going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on. Because
well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's Mookie now. And the right-hander back to work. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Gets it to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Now the catcher up to hit, Samuel Basallo. 0 for 3 in this one. And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0. Jake Berger.